Looks like a Chris Drury plan coming together. Tonight we're going to talk about Keandre Miller, Gavrikov, Zach Jones, Kaliev. Here we go. Let's go. Big trade of the day. We talked about it in our last video. If you didn't see it, go back and watch it. Keandre Miller. What do you say, Tom?
I mean, on paper, they got back Carolina's one of their top prospects. You got a protected first-round pick, so if it's in the top 10, they don't get it, and a second-round pick. So I think the return for Miller was actually pretty good for the Rangers. And, I mean, listen, it's hard to, people were saying he's going to Detroit, he's going to L.A., he's going here, he's going there. And it's kind of weird he got traded in the division, but at the same time, it's a pretty good deal Drury got back. I don't know. I think he did pretty good on that deal, to be honest with you.
That was a big contract that Carolina's got to pay out, though. 8 years at, what, $60 million? Something like that?
$7.5 million a year.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of cap space.
And on top of that, for a player that's been very inconsistent through his early part of his career.
Up and down, up and down. Hey, maybe he'll become an even better player going down there.
Maybe a change of scenery really helps this kid. We'll see. You know what I mean? Because he does have talent. We see it, but it hasn't come all together for him over here. So, it's a good move, I think.
The talk was, I was going to say the talk was that he was going to go out to L.A. for Gavrikov. That didn't happen, but Gavrikov ended up coming to the Rangers anyhow, taking, you said, less money.
A lot of people are insinuating that there was some inside work here by Panarin and Shesterkin. Interesting thing is he played with Shesterkin in the KHL, so they know each other, they're friends.
There you go.
LA kept saying, we're making him a good offer, and some people just said he didn't want to play in LA anymore. He wanted to come to New York, so we'll see how that goes. You know what I mean? I mean, he's a very steady player. He's, good defensively. And
it's kind of tough, though, because you're getting rid of Miller, who's up and down, where this dude's kind of up and down. He's getting a little bit older, so
he's more a steady player than Miller, though. He plays a real simple game. He's not
I sure
flat.
hope so, because that's going to be a tough thing to lose. You have a younger player for an older player who hopefully is consistent. You know what I mean?
They got a defenseman back in the Miller trade, though. He's 22. So they did,
Scott Morrow,
Yeah, he's more of a offensive-minded player, but again, we'll see where that goes. But he has good size. He's 6'2", so I mean, he's pretty good-sized kid.
You got to start building that defense in front of that goalie, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I heard a funny thing today. They said Carson Soucy, we gave a third-round pick and we lost Zach Jones for nothing. What the hell are they doing over there? Soucy's another guy. They got to get him the hell out of there. They really do.
I don't know. I don't understand that whole thing. I get letting Kaliev go, but letting Zach Jones go, becoming a free agent, unless he wanted out of there, I can understand. But
he didn't want to be the seventh defenseman anymore, and it's just
he's a tough one. I thought he played very well this season. I thought he deserved a spot on the roster.
He could definitely be one of your fifth or sixth defensemen, no doubt, and he could play on the power play too and help you. So, I don't know. That was my take on that, but it is what it is. And you know what? Maybe they did him a favor, just let him go somewhere else, and maybe he gets a chance.
And watch him and Miller become superstar defensemen,
Miller will be going to the All-Star game next year.
Yeah.
That always happens in New York. It's we get rid of guys and they go somewhere else and boom.
Yeah, become superstars, and the Rangers end up taking them back in their older years, and then it's kind of kind of flops.
I thought that Cali. I mean that deal for that defenseman, I thought it was pretty good. I mean, a lot of people were saying he was going to get between $8 to $9 million a year, and he signed for $7 million. So overall, I think Drury had a really good day today, to be honest with you.
I thought so too. And Will Cooley's the other one that they're talking about, getting him all those T's crossed and his I's dotted. That's coming soon. So
now he signed for 2 years, so he's under contract for the next couple of years. So that was
he did sign.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't see that. I saw that they were trying to get that deal worked out. So, there you go. There's news right there.
And he, that's a good deal for both sides for now. And obviously down the road we can extend him. But, he didn't get offer sheeted. And they said he wanted to stay in New York. So that's pretty cool that they got that done. I thought so.
That was a big one to get that one done.
A lot of other moves today, you know what I mean? But they say that guy in Winnipeg, Ehlers, he's taking his time weighing out all the offers and stuff. So we'll see where he goes. He's the big, but that Bosner, everyone said he was going to Minnesota. Like that was like a lock, and all of a sudden he
Yeah.
re-signed in Vancouver this morning. So it was that was kind of a wild one.
Yeah, I saw Corey Perry went to L.A., Mitch Marner went to Vegas. Those are
Yeah,
some
well,
big
I mean,
names.
Marner. I mean, once they traded his rights to Vegas, you knew he was going there. So it
Yeah.
was like just a matter of time. You know what I mean? They got a deal done, and they got a few days to work with him ahead before free agency started. So one thing about Vegas, they go for it. Like they're
Yeah.
not afraid to
I
trade
did
people.
see, though, that Vegas, who are the other two teams? There were 3 teams that are negative in the cap space right now. And Vegas
yeah.
was the biggest one with like $6.8 million or $3.8 million negative red.
Mhm.
So they're going to have to figure that all out by the time the season starts.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make other moves.
Yeah.
Like a guy made a point about Vegas a couple of years ago. Goes, if you're a first round pick and you get taken by Vegas, you're gonna get traded eventually because they're gonna
Yeah.
move you out for cap
Yep.
space to get rid of something else. Like that's just the way they operate, and they go for it every year.
Hey, you know what?
We'll see. Hey,
It's big.
yeah, it's
You can make
Vegas,
it
go
work.
big or go home.
Yep. You
Well,
need it. And I also saw Florida signed Marshawn again. Bennett signed
they brought the
again.
whole band. Yeah, Ekblad
Yeah.
came back.
Yeah, they got rid of one dude. I think that was it.
Yeah, I was talking to Donnie this morning, and he's like, "Oh, maybe Marshawn was coming back to Boston." I was like, "Yeah, I don't think so. He re-signed last night."
Not
I was
after
like,
what happened there. He ain't going back there. He would have gone somewhere else before he goes back there, the way they treated
"Oh
him.
yeah, he would have went to Toronto or somewhere else."
And he fits perfectly right where he's at. And I think he's got a
Totally.
good thing going on there.
Hey, you'd be crazy to leave Florida right now. That Ekblad left a lot of money on the table. A lot of money on the table. It's like, but All right, Jared, you want to wrap this up? Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, drop a comment. We're on Spotify. We're on Instagram. We're all over the place. Thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great night. Take it easy, everybody.
Peace out. Happy 4th of July.